Hi everyone, and welcome back to JD Science Prep. Today we're going to be discussing multiplying and dividing with significant figures. So in a past video, we just went over what a significant figure is. So if you don't quite know yet, head back and watch that video. For today though, I'll explain our main rule that we'll follow while multiplying and dividing with significant figures, and then we'll go over 3 different examples. So the rule that we are going to follow, it says when multiplying or dividing and keeping track of significant figures, we are going to count the number of sigfigs in each number getting multiplied or divided, and we're going to keep the least amount in our final answer. So we'll go over a few examples to just see what I mean by this. So our first example, it has 246 being multiplied by 34. So what we're going to do, we are going to distinguish how many significant figures are in each of our numbers here. So in 246, it looks like all 3 of our digits are significant. And in 34, both digits will be significant. Okay, so our number with the least amount of significant figures or significant digits is 34, and it has 2 sigfigs. So I'll just write down 2 SFs. So what that means is in our final answer, we must round to 2 significant figures. So if you type in 246 multiplied by 34, you should get an answer of 8,364. Okay, so if we were to leave this answer here, if we were just to leave 8,364, we would have 4 significant figures in our answer, which is incorrect. So we must round 8,364 to 2 significant figures to make that correct. Okay. So if you know how to round, and you can go ahead and round this down to 2 sigfigs. If you don't quite know how to round yet, head back and watch my video on rounding. But if we were to round this number, 8,364, to 2 significant figures, we can round up to 8,400. So 8,400 should be our final answer with sigfigs, and we round it up to 8,400 because the digit we are rounding off, this 6, is 5 or greater, so that just means we will round up. Okay, let's look at our second example. We have a division question. We have 1,002 being divided by 16.0. So again, we're going to count how many sigfigs are in each of our numbers here. We have 1,002, so this will have 4 sigfigs, and we have 16.0 because that 0 is trailing and behind a decimal. It will be significant, so that has 3 significant figures. So if we type this into our calculator, you should get an answer of 62.625, but we know we can only keep 3 sigfigs since it's our least amount in our original question. So if we were to round this to 3 significant figures, we have to round to 62.6. So 62.6 should be our final answer. Again, the digit we're rounding off is this 2 because it is less than 5. We must round down, so that's how we get our final answer of 62.6. Finally, we can get to our third and final example. We have 7.023, and it's being multiplied by 3.0. If we look at our first number here, we see we have 4 significant figures, And 3.0, again, we have a trailing 0 after a decimal, which means it is significant. So we'll have 2 sig figs there. If you type in 7.023 multiplied by 3.0 into a calculator, you will get an answer of 21.069. But since we have this number with only 2 sig figs, we have to round our answer to 2 significant figures. So this will round down to 21. Okay? All right, I hope this video helped you guys. Thank you very much.